So coming in, Carolina Panthers did not have any day two draft picks, but that changed as they traded into the late part of the third round and selected quarterback Matt Corral out of Ole Miss, the quarterback that many people thought could be the number one quarterback in the class, but nevertheless, he ended up being one of the later ones drafted and fell a lot further than many expected. But the Panthers ended up getting good value for him late in the third after making that trade. And I know Scott Fitter mentioned the not watching Ozark tonight because they would be busy going into that, I guess, whatever. I didn't take that advice. I watched Ozark. I binged it. I pretty much, yeah, it is what it is. I didn't trust these guys because it was going to take a lot for them to get into the second round, but not so much to get into the third. And you see them pull the trigger as the quarterbacks continue to slide. And for them to be able to get Matt Corral, a guy who has, like I said, many have rated as one of the top guys there because of his release, his athleticism, his accuracy, his arm strength. He has all the tools and stuff and the ability to process information quickly. You feel pretty good about this draft pick. Now, there is some skepticism about his off-the-field troubles, but we can get into that a little bit further. But my name is Aaron Duck with Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. Make sure you guys are subscribed. I do Panthers content, so hit that button below and the bell icon. That way you get a notification every time I drop a video because I'm bringing all kind of analysis this offseason and throughout the draft. Hey, you guys down below in the comments, let me know how you feel about the Matt Corral pick so far. I know a lot of people thought we should have traded up for Malik Willis or we should have went somewhere else with Kenny Pickett earlier on. Let me know how you feel about us waiting and taking Corral. Do you think we should have waited and took like a Sam Howell later in the fourth maybe? Or do you think we should have traded up and got Malik or somebody else? Let me know down below. But me personally, I feel pretty good about Matt Corral because the way the situation kind of played out, I know there was rumors about the Baker Mayfield opportunity heating up. Now, what was the asking price of Baker Mayfield? We never know. But as the quarterbacks continued to slide deeper in the draft, the Panthers got more and more leverage and not had to put a big number on getting Baker Mayfield. So they probably, Scott Fitter just sat patient because they said they thought about trading to the second round multiple times, but quarterbacks continued to slide, and it ended up being the smartest move, so you got to give Scott Fitter credit. Just looking at their press conference between him and Matt said they had a first-round grade on Corral, and it seemed like Matt might have been the one getting kind of antsy, but Scott Fitter kind of made the call to just, hey, let's stay patient and just see how it plays out, and we'll make a move from there. Because as more and more quarterbacks started to slide, the Panthers' opportunity and asking price to trade up into a position to get one continued to get lower. And if that's the case, you could have used that to leverage against the Browns and say, hey, I know y'all wanted a fourth for Baker Mayfield, but we got quarterbacks over here sliding into the third and the fourth round possibly. We're not going to give you that. We can get our guy versus a guy that's going to be $18 million and that's already have some miles on him like Baker Mayfield. So ended up making that decision and getting their guy, and I feel great about it. Matt Corral, I like the moxie. I like the swag. My only concern is the injury concerns with Matt Corral. They did talk about the alcoholism he battled and the depression off the field, but he was a young guy. I'm hoping that he can mature as he takes his next step into his life, and being in the Carolinas could be a good scenario for him as it's not a high-paced environment where a lot of stuff happens like some other bigger cities where you can get lost in the sauce, no pun intended. But I like the Corral deal. You know what I'm saying? Now, what does this mean for the quarterback competition? I don't know. They say if they played tomorrow, Sam Darnold would be the guy. Matt Rule wants to protect these quarterbacks. You guys already know. He said that he wants to make sure Corral is ready. I mean, Corral is kind of slim. He's 6'2", 212 pounds. Maybe he can add 5, 6, 7 pounds of weight. You know what I'm saying? I know he's a mobile guy, and he likes to take on people when he runs the ball, but they want to add some more weight to him. That way he's not as, frail, for lack of better words. But regardless, I like Corral. I want to see him push for this quarterback competition. Does he have to start day one? I don't know. I don't care. I just want to see him actually have an equal opportunity to get on the field, get in there, do some work. Let's see this guy spin the ball. He's got that quick release. He got the RPO game on point. I think McAdoo really likes this guy, and McAdoo is a guy that he has some experience with Aaron Rodgers, another guy with the quick release when he coached up in Green Bay. So we could say, I'm not saying he's Aaron Rodgers, but I love the fact that there's some cohesion when it comes to the offensive coordinator, the quarterback, and things that happen. Getting great value is always a good thing, and being able to get him at the end of the third and only have to trade a future third and a current fourth round pick that you had this year, that's very, very attainable, especially when we know what we spent to get a guy like Sam Darnold in here. Therefore, we got our quarterback, we got a guy on the rookie contract, we got somebody that we can actually have hope. I was really under the impression of anybody but Sam Darnold because I wanted to have hope. I didn't want a veteran that already has like the book written on him. I wanted a young guy that we can groom, develop, and actually have some hope that there's upside. You know, we haven't had hope here in Carolina, especially at the quarterback position, in a while. So we actually have hope now. Matt Corral, and like I said, some people think he could be the best one in this draft class, even though the draft class is kind of weak. Some people feel like he could be the best quarterback in his class. Let's sit him on the bench for a little bit, let him grow and get his stuff together. Build the rest of the roster. We got Ike Ekwonu, the kind of mainstay at left tackle position. Shored up the offensive line up front for whatever quarterback we have, preferably our young guy. We got weapons on the outside. Let's build this defense up for the rest of the draft. I love the pick for Matt Corral. You guys let me know down below in the comments how you feel about the Matt Corral pick. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you wish they had traded up to get Malik Willis instead? I'm under the impression that this team wasn't that high on Malik Willis as some of the fans and the rest of us were. You know, that's kind of how it was with Justin Fields last year. We wanted Fields. He was there. But it just doesn't seem like they were as high on Fields or Malik Willis as a lot of the public and a lot of the fans were. And obviously, the quarterback is an attractive position, but for only one to go that high and Kenny Pickett and nobody else really to go until the third round like that, second or third round, it says a lot. But I feel good about what we have. I'm hearing that the reason why he dropped was the off-field stuff. But nevertheless, if we can make the best out of a situation like that, it's a low-risk, high-reward type of pick. This is the type of moves that we have to make as a franchise that we are right now as a growing and getting players. And we got our tackle, got our quarterback. Let's get to it, man. You guys let me know how you feel. Make sure you are subscribed down below. Let's get to it, man. Peace.